So we're doing another unboxing today. We're over here in Bobby's garage today. He's gonna help me install these guys. Went ahead and got them because we got quite a few new things about to go on the car. So gotta go ahead and make the headroom and make sure it counts.
We're talking about 3.6 liter Pentastar V6 ignition coils. In this particular case, we've come up with a high output ignition coil, which will bring more spark energy, 10% more energy, to the spark plug itself, therefore making the entire combustion cycle that much more efficient.
Today, we just got in the new RIpp performance coil packs for the 3.6 Pentastar, especially the boost application. It'll help you guys with the NA side of the world too, but it's mostly for the boosted guys. Before I even show you the packaging and all that, there are a couple other things you're going to need. Obviously, you're going to need tools. I'm pretty sure there's going to be instructions in the pack explaining all that. But for those of us that are boosted and putting this stuff in, it's probably a good idea to go ahead and change out your spark plugs as well. So you're going to need these guys right here. Okay. NGK part number 9723. It is the Laser Iridium Premiums. Boom. So you're going to need those guys. Let's go ahead and look at the packaging. Boom. There it is. All right, let's check these guys out. Oh, like I said, instructions right on top. Super coil instructions. So unplug. Cool. Very pretty detailed actually. Actually, it tells you exactly which tools to use and on yours. Nice. Very good. All right, let's check out the construction of these guys. Boom. So first, before I even pull one out, look how thick the stock ones are. Okay. A little bigger. Don't mind how dirty my engine is. Then you got these guys. So the RIpp Performance Coil Pack. There it is. There's the part number. It's for the 3.6 Pentastar. Okay. So yeah, packaged extremely nicely. I mean, form-fitted styrofoam, the whole 9 yards. I mean, got to me within a few days. So shout out to my guys at RIpp. Definitely appreciate you guys. I'll have all the information for all this down in the description box as well, so you guys can pick up some of your own. So let's get into the actual putting in of the coil packs. Here we are now. We're going to finally break it down. A couple of things we got to do first is we got to take off this piece of the boost piping that also has the blow-off valve and all the vacuum piping for the blow-off valve. It's literally just a coupler down there. Super simple. And then we got to take off the intake manifold, and then we'll get into the rest of it. Yeah, coupler piping's off, blow-off valve is off, vacuum line's off. We're going here. Ooh,
that's way normal.
Oh, is it?
Oh yeah.
Because this has right there. You see the red line that goes back into the intake. It's an EGR relocate. I probably should be running a catch can. I'm just not.
Well, I mean, you're gonna
which is why you're gonna have this
a little bit of carbon in there.
Yeah, it's just a little.
What do you think, a mechanic? How's it sound? Or smell?
It's fun.
Cool.
So you were right.
Aha!
You were right. You should have listened to yourself.
Well,
I thought about it as unplugged. A couple of the 8s are off.
I want to make sure. I don't want to mess.
See, now my GA has a chance.
So,
not everything is unplugged.
4.
I say we throw the tires on it.
Let's do it. I'm fucking down.
That's right here.
Huh?
You already have tires on.
I have tires on.
What is he talking about?
You have a V8.
Oh, put tires on my car?
Advantage is in your corner. It's just a little V6, man.
Come on. I'll probably have the biggest grin on my face, still losing, and I don't care.
like a dad just happy watching his kid go by.
Yes. Watching his kid be retarded and still be excited.
It's fucked up.
I never understood how parents support their kids even when they suck. Until I had a kid. I realized, you know what? I would support that kid no matter what.
My helmet's in the car.
Oh my god.
What's going on, Eric? What you running into?
electrical connection problems.
Just removing more sensors.
Yeah, these.
It would be nice if that was driven by a cable, right?
Electrical connectors, you want to make sure you don't break anything.
Yep, because those get expensive quickly, and then Bobby has to rewire stuff. Who's on the camera?
Well, at least he'll be doing something besides on the camera.
Where's the flipper at?
You can't flip it while it's recording, turd.
I flip it.
Okay, which ones did you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Actually, Alex, let me get my long one, my extension.
Let me get my longwood.
Don't do that.
That sounds like he has one of those extensions.
Yeah.
That is so
That way you can get down off in there.
Yeah.
Where?
Okay, you gotta go. You got the ones here, here,
Oh, they're all on that side.
and then one here.
It's,
One,
hey, bro,
two,
it's holding the intake.
4,
Is it?
5, 6. You said it was 7, right?
That's what they said.
That's what they said.
7, 8 millimeters.
Yep, remove 7 8mm bolts. Now I've only removed 4.
So you have.
Oh.
It is card 501 on that.
Okay, how the hell do I get that out of there? I can't get it with my
You don't
fingers.
have to.
Just
You worry about that later. As long as you get it like
And
that.
then, where's the other one over here?
No, it's right there. You can see. You can actually see that one.
Oh, God. I'm not on it. No. Ah, there we go. Boom, there it is. Okay. So there's 7 8mm out.
We've got.
Size. What size?
It's a 10 millimeter.
Okay.
That's why you can never have enough tools. Joseph, they're right here, sir.
The box?
Yes, sir. Joseph is just feeling very.
He's
well.
having a great time.
Why not?
Let's see.
Bobby, behind the camera, what are you drinking? 5 Hour Energies like a crackhead?
Now, orange Kool-Aid.
Cool.
I got that syrup.
That's her.
No, they call it lean.
Okay. Hold on a second. That one moved and that one didn't. Why?
They're just still hot. Was that? Were you snorting or giggling?
Okay, so one of the brackets was just. Oh, Lord have mercy. One of the brackets were just there. There's no bolt.
Not connected to it,
Yeah, there's no bolt. That's
which means there was
supposed to-
something there, and then we put the supercharge on, and that became obsolete.
Which is quite funny. In the 10 millimeter.
Take it off, man. Weight savings. I'm trying to take records and shit. This install, this is why we need to take off the intake manifold, is because left bank passenger side, they're exposed. Okay, super simple. It's the right bank driver side that they're underneath the intake manifold. That's one right there. So we have to be able to get this whole thing off before we can actually do it correctly.
And slide it this way.
The zip ties.
Oh, that's still on there.
Why is that still on there?
That did not.
Hey, you said this stud that I just moved in the back was a 13, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so there is a stud back here that's going to be below the throttle body on the intake plume, where you're going to have to break a bracket to be able to move the throttle body. That's what we're dealing with right now. And then we have some quick ties over here to break, and then we can pull this guy the rest of the way off and then finish the install.
Okay. On the trans, what'd you call it? A trans
Breather, yeah.
trans breather. You don't have to cut the actual zip ties. It's actually a clip that just clips on there. So you can just pull those two off and then pull it out of the way.
Gotcha.
Things we could have used yesterday. Information we could have used yesterday.
Boom, there it is. Now we're open.
Now as soon as you do get it open,
You want to cover it,
we want to go ahead and get it covered up,
not to get any debris in there.
especially when you're under all these trees
Yes.
Stuff flying.
where we are. So you can use rags, you can use whatever you want. I just picked up some tape, which does not look like it's going to work very well, but
Duct tape. It's easier.
You just need to sit there.
I just needed to sit there.
Yeah.
So that's
In pretty close place. It just needs to sit there.
Cool. Tight. So now plug the one out. Maybe. That's a deep dark hole.
Really?
Nope. I see you there.
No, no, there's nothing in there.
Yeah, there's.
No, there's no rubber. There wasn't any rubber in there.
There is.
It is right down in there. So why isn't it picking it up? That's the whole reason you have those.
Okay, let's see how the sparks are.
Don't touch it.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be a little warm, huh? I didn't think about that. Well, this look perfectly fine.
Not too bad. I mean, it's about normal color. That's at 35 right now.
0.032, so it's at 35 right now, so he's gonna have to hammer it down a tad. I think I may have said it yesterday, but just to confirm, the spark plugs for the boost application are NGK 9732s. They're like fucking $17 a piece. But... wait.
sounds like mopar problems.
Let's look at his car. Oh.
These my spark plugs are cheap. They're like $281.
So's your oil. It's
What?
water. Oil by Aquafina.
Yeah, it's like $10.98. I didn't make it. Mobil does make it.
True.
That's funny.
It's a Mobil dull bag. So it's a diesel oil.
Nothing from the Ford side of the house?
No. They just happy to be
In the game?
in the game. Yes. It's not a part.
plugs are
It
stupid
ain't
expensive.
broken.
Yeah, how much are your spark plugs? And you need 8 of them, right?
A lot. Stupid.
Whoa, dude, it's a Ford. They spent a fortune on dumb stuff. Ask him how much what? A TP? Oh no, what do they even call it? A TPMS?
Oh, TPMS switches are stupid expensive.
Oh, no. Wait. You told me today. How much was that Illuminator badge?
Fucking $1,100.
For a badge?
Wait,
Can we not-
for
wait a
a
minute.
badge?
Now here's the thing.
All right.
He's got all these sponsors and everything. What I want to know is why we're not sponsored by
By
Corona.
Corona.
I'm
We
working
drink
on it.
So
You
much.
know what I mean?
I'm working
I
on
mean,
it.
there's no way you can't do this kind of stuff without
Corona.
a Corona in hand.
Corona, here, thumbnail. Put it up.
Corona.
That's what we drink when we work on cars.
Like it. Hey, it makes the cars run better.
Yep.
You can have any brew you want, as long as it's a Corona.
It's the stock one. Thickness of it, gauged.
It looks about
Still's in decent shape. I mean, the gasket underneath is obviously a little worn. And then this is the new Ripp one. Boom, has its own bolt, goes in the whole 9 yards. Brand new gasket, so that's looking good. Bottom's brand new, obviously. And then you can see right there at the bottom of the coil that it has that almost looks like a diode that goes all the way down, so that's what's going to help with the efficiency of the spark. So now we're ready to put these guys on because the new plugs are in. Yes?
And the white is actually the grease. It's a connective grease that actually
Electric
conducts
connector.
electricity.
Gotcha.
That way you have a better connection.
Gotcha.
Nice and easy. And once you feel a little resistance, shake and then start turning, and that really shouldn't be there. And then that's really about it. Evidently, these,
Or are they already tightened?
well, they're there in it. And I guess let's see if we can tighten it down to see if that does something. And it is just like the stock. It is a 10 millimeter. So I tighten it up a little bit, push down on it.
There it goes. Now it's seated.
So do a couple of turns on the bolt, That way it gets seated in there and you can push down good. And you want to make sure you get down pretty decent. I mean, it looks like it's still tilting up a little bit, but that's fine. It's seated good. And then this will just hold it down off in there.
Boom.
And you repeat 5 more times. You've already got your prepackaged bolt in there. It didn't really want to move, but just get it out. You'll have a metal surface up against a rubber surface. This rubber surface is going to want to catch, so it's not really going to seat. Once you push it down in there, it's kind of hard to seat. So I'm old school. You'll have to forgive me. So I use spit. You can use an actual lube. Very light amount. Spit will dry up. You don't have to worry about it. Nice and easy. Turn it down in there, push it down,
Boom.
And you're good. And then you can get the bolt back in there.
Reset your clip.
Clip. Make sure it clicks. Go ahead and tug on the clip itself, not the wires, just the clip. If it stays on there, you're good. And then just tighten it up.
Boom. Tight. Little accent now to the motor. Little orange thing sticking out everywhere. Bobby's fucking shiny ass forehead looking like a testicle
2 coats of turtle wax. 3 times a week.
with a vibrator.
With a vibrator.
Now it's literally just the reinstall of it. So on the driver's side of the intake manifold, which we actually just learned is completely plastic, there's a stud that you have to guide in. But as soon as you get that guided in and make sure everything's back on the gaskets, it's literally just retightening down the 7, 8 millimeter bolts.
7, 8 millimeter bolts.
And they do need to be down to a torque spec. I'll have that in a second. And then reconnection of all the electrical components and put the boost piping back on, and you should be good to go.
Problems was when the 8 millimeter is actually 1/4 inch and you just put it on wrong. Oops.
Oh, you just put it on the wrong side?
Oops.
My bad. So finishing up the install, one thing you will need per torque specs is the 7 10 millimeter bolts that connect the intake manifold back to the lower intake manifold need to be torqued down to 62 inch pounds. So you're going to need a smaller torque wrench, and that is per OEM specs. So other than that, the install is done. The next part of the video you'll see is tuning at Bailey's. Although we are going to go out and play a little bit tonight, get a little testing in tonight. Once again, thank you to my boy Eric.
Hey, what's up?